The first strong women emerged in the 19th century, but their presence remained rare until much later. These women became more visible in sports and circuses, where they would showcase their extraordinary strength. Their performances paved the way for other trailblazing women, such as female wrestlers and bodybuilders. One of the most famous superwomen of the time was Katie Brumbach, known as the Great Sandwina. Born in Vienna to circus performer parents, Brumbach was a product of her father's towering 6'6" frame and her mother, who herself was a strongwoman with 15-inch biceps. Brumbach not only inherited her parents' strength, but she also performed alongside them and many of her 14 siblings. She stunned audiences with feats like lifting her 165-pound husband overhead with one arm and hoisting 300 pounds with both. Later in life, she joined the Ringling brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus, where she became a renowned powerlifter, bending iron bars with her bare hands. Even at 57, Brumbach was still able to lift her husband with one arm. These early strongwomen were larger than most women of their time, standing out due to their impressive size and strength. While they often had the classic curvy, soft body that was prized for women at the time, their sheer physicality compared to men was groundbreaking. However, it wasn't their build that made them famous. Instead, it was their incredible strength that captured attention. For the first strong women, strength was valued over muscles and physique. Despite their achievements, the female body was still not seen as strong or capable by society. In the late 19th century, women were commonly viewed as fragile and weak. Charlotte Perkins Gilman of Rhode Island sought to change this perception by dedicating hours to weightlifting, running, and gymnastics. She also wrote books focused on dispelling the notion of women's physical immobility. Gilman's efforts were clearly ahead of her time. During the 19th and early 20th centuries, exercise for women was frowned upon, with both the public and medical professionals believing women lacked the energy or strength for physical exertion. It was thought that women's energy should be reserved for household duties and child-rearing, and any other form of physical activity was seen as unnecessary. One health educator even stated that physical activities considered masculine would cause a woman's body to resemble that of a man. As a result, women avoided exertion, associating strength and size with negative stigma rather than honor. Gilman and others pushing for change were labeled outcasts, and by the early 20th century, the idea of female strength was nearly abandoned. As society continued to believe women should not engage in physical fitness, the fight for recognition of female strength came to a halt. It would take a cultural shift for the concept of strong women to re-emerge.